everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. It's 4:30 here in San Antonio and 32 degrees outside. So thank you for joining me today on my coffee break. Today I'm going to have something a little bit different. That's why I came on a little later. Because it's a coffee called SlingShot. It's a coffee soda, and they mix cold brew coffee with vintage root beer. And it has, I'm sure it has a lot of sugar, and it doesn't even tell me. Oh, the things are, it has 50 calories. Can you read that? Oh, it has 50 calories, and my goodness, I can't even see the sugar. You know what? Maybe it's good that I don't see the sugar. Anyway, so it's SlingShot. There we go. They take cold brew coffee and they mixed it with root beer, and it's a coffee soda, and it's by a company called SlingShot. Let me fix this. There we go. SlingShot Coffee Company. And that's their website too, slingshotcoffeecompany.com. You could probably find different, maybe different kind of other coffee sodas that they made. So we're going to try this one today. It's a little can. It's only 8 ounces, and it has, it said 50. Let me double check. 50 calories. So mostly probably from the root beer. So we're going to give it a try. Let's put this. Thank you for joining me on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook Live. And I didn't put any ice in my glass because it's 32 degrees outside. About 32, maybe 34, 35 in my AKA garage, AKA studio. So here we go. You ready? 1, 2, 3, go. And we're gonna make it look like a root beer. Well, it has a, I wanted to get the foam so you could tell it's a root beer. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty dark, like a root beer. Foamed up like a root beer. Let's see what it tastes like. You ready? Oh, that's pretty good. Well, it has a, you really taste the root beer, and you do taste the coffee. When I first tasted it, I got the coffee taste, and then right after I drank it or took a drink, you could really taste the root beer. It has a really good root beer and coffee taste. That's interesting. The aftertaste is more of a root beer. When you first taste it, it tastes like coffee. And then you get the root beer flavor. I'm not a big soda. I don't drink a lot of sodas. I really don't. I maybe drink ginger ale every once in a while. Or I have, we have here, it's a company called Maine. They make a ginger soda that's really, really good. But then I found out it's very high in sugar. I guess to balance out the tanginess of the ginger. But it's like 40, I think it's like 40%, 45% sugar or something like that. So it does really taste really good though. And this one, it doesn't taste real sweet. I thought it was going to be, because it has root beer in it, I thought it was going to be really, really sweet. It's not really that sweet. And, but yeah, it's only an 8 ounce glass. This is, I mean, fluid ounces. And this is like a 16 ounce glass. So I already drank a little bit of it. And it does taste really good. That's good. I'm going to look on their website and see what other sodas they mix their coffee with. This is very interesting. It's called SlingShot. My son picked this up for me. Hey, Heather, how are you today? That sounds pretty good, right? Thank you for joining me today on YouTube. I think this is the first time I've seen you. Yes, I have tried. I actually did a coffee and Coca-Cola. I used Coca-Cola from Mexico, as they use natural cane sugar, so it actually tasted really good. So this one is actually pretty good. It's okay. I can taste the root beer and the coffee. When you first take the sip, you taste the coffee, and then you're getting ready to swallow it. It tastes like root beer. Thank you for joining me, Heather. First time I've seen you. Thank you for joining me on YouTube today. I came on a little later. Usually I come on in the morning time, and I have my coffee break, and I actually review some coffees. I have a couple other coffees that I'm going to review that I got from Central Market, and but my son bought me this. I'm not sure if he got this at Natural Grocers, but I didn't see it at HEB, so I don't, or maybe he got it at Whole Foods, but I didn't see it there either. I went to Whole Foods the other night to see if I can find some different coffees, but I didn't see any. When I went to Central Market, which is a little bit further from me, because we only have one Central Market and we have one Whole Foods, but we have a lot of HEBs, HEBs all over the place. And so, yeah, Coca-Cola and coffee, they do sell, Coca-Cola does sell a canned coffee that has Coca-Cola, and they have different flavors too. They have mocha, and they have just a dark coffee. The dark coffee one tastes really good. But I don't drink a lot of sodas. I'm in a restaurant. I'm a manager for a restaurant, and it was so easy for me every day to go get a soda. And it turns out I realized that I was drinking a lot of soda. So I stopped drinking soda altogether. But just every once in a while, I do have a ginger soda. Because ginger is really good for you. So, yeah. Have you tried, you said you tried that before? Have you tried Coca-Cola and coffee? I have tried ginger. I did a ginger soda, I think, with coffee, and it was interesting. That is very interesting. I wouldn't drink this all the time because I cut out sodas, but this is a SlingShot coffee company, and their website is slingshotcoffee.com. And so I'm going to check it out and see if they have other different kind of drinks. But I'm glad this one was only 8 fluid ounces, because I don't think I can drink a whole lot of this. I found out recently that I'm pre-diabetic. I'm not diabetic. I just had to watch my sugar and make sure that I don't become diabetic. So I've been really watching it and making sure I don't take in a lot of sugar. The only thing is, I tried a coffee this morning. I made a coffee this morning on one of my video shorts, and I bought the Chobani sweet creamer, and that is so good. So I had to be really careful not to put too much of that in my coffee, but it actually makes the coffee really good. Oh, we're trying to. It's 32 degrees here in San Antonio. It was drizzling, but it actually, I think we're supposed to get more rain later on, but hope it at least warm up a little bit so it doesn't get ice north of here, Austin and some cities in the hill country, they're getting ice. So you have to be careful. But we are staying warm. Right now, that's why I'm wearing a sweatshirt, because in my studio, aka garage, kitchen, it is cold. But you know, that's why I didn't put ice in my glass, because it would have been more. Well, it's cold enough because I kept it in the refrigerator, but it would have been more refreshing, I guess, but not too good. Excuse me, being in the cold. Well, they don't forecast snow, so hopefully we won't get any snow and we won't get any ice, because I went to the store just a few minutes ago and it wasn't so bad. I was a little nervous that it was going to be icy, but no ice at all. Whereabouts are you from? What area are you from? Texas? Are you from eastern states, western states? Thank you for joining me. There's another person that joined my broadcast. He had your last name he had on his channel. His name was Shaw Masters. So I don't know if the comments are kind of delayed, but yeah. But this is actually pretty good. If you want to try this, let me know. If anybody tries this, let me know in the comments below. What's that? I'm sorry. Yes, no, Whole Foods, they don't really have any nitro coffees. I mean, they do. Oh yeah, they have Cuvée and Pioneer Foods. They have it on tap. Cool. Cuvée nitro coffee. Whole Foods didn't have a real big selection of coffees when I went to go check it out. But yeah, it is crazy, right? That's that high in sugar. But Central Market, which is like an organic HEB, because they're owned by HEB, and it's you know what? I'll tell you real quick on Whole Foods. I went to Whole Foods the other night, and I looked at their Pete's Coffee. There you go. I have a Nespresso machine, and I was looking at the coffee there, and they had it for $9.98 or something like that. I said no, because it was $3 higher than HEB. I mean, Whole Foods was $3 higher than HEB. So then the next night I went to HEB to see, and they had a $2 coupon. So their Pete's Coffee in the Nespresso capsules was $6.89 or something like that. And so I got a $2 coupon, so it made it $4. So it's a good thing. Maybe something was telling me, hey, wait until you go to HEB, maybe it'll be on sale. Not really, it didn't really tell me that, but oh, I see. Yeah, it's very high in sugar, correct? Yeah. Are you in Iowa? Well, thank you for joining me. -4. And I'm complaining about 32 degrees. I know north of San Antonio in the Bernie, in the hill country, they were saying about ice, and we're supposed to have ice later on tonight, but I'm off work today and tomorrow, so hopefully by Thursday everything will be cleared up. But Dallas, I'm not sure about Houston, but for sure, Dallas has an ice storm. Land of Captain Kirk, aka Best Captain. That's cool. I know where Iowa is. Iowa Hawkeyes, right? But I don't know if you went to college there or school there, but I know of Iowa Hawkeyes. Captain Kirk. You know, I saw a video the other day on that had Captain Kirk, and it was pretty funny. Oh yeah, here they are. I saw William Shatner. They showed him, and he was at a convention, but he was actually at a Star Wars convention, and he was talking about Star Trek. The Star Wars people at the convention were like, "What's he talking about?" And then he realized he was at a Star Wars convention, but he was talking to everybody like he was at a Star Trek convention. I don't know if you've seen that video before. That was pretty funny. So are you a big Star Trek fan or are you a Star Wars fan? I'm thinking Star Trek. Because you said Captain Kirk. Well, Star Trek was actually before Star Wars, but yeah. It's not so bad. I thought it was going to be really cold in here, but not so bad. And then you drink a coffee root beer, and it's a little chilly. Well, thank you for joining me today, Heather. I appreciate it. And hope to see you next time I do my broadcast. Usually I broadcast usually about 9. What's my favorite method to brew? You're a pour over? I like pour overs too. I either do French press or I have a mocha pot and I have a French press and then pour over. And I like doing pour over, and I also like, one of my favorites would have to be the French press. But doing the pour over method, it's very relaxing, right? And yeah, I don't have a big Chemex. My Chemex is kind of, well, it's a Bodum craft. It's about that small. So when I do a pour over on that, it only makes like maybe a cup and a half. But my French press, I can make like 2 cups. So yeah. So you're a pour over hipster. And I like pour over too. And I like to ground my own beans, my own coffee beans. That's I don't mind buying coffee that's already ground, but I think it's fresher. It tastes a lot fresher, grinding your own beans. I have a hand grinder. You know, I didn't realize how much work it is to hand grind the beans. I also have an electric grinder. Excuse me, and then a hand grinder. The hand grinder, it gives you a good workout grinding the beans. But I didn't realize how long it actually takes. But I guess that's part of the fun of making coffee. because you can grind your own beans and then brew it. And I do like pour overs too. But yeah. Well, thank you, Heather, for joining me today. I hope to see you next time. Everybody have a great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are. And remember, coffee and friends make a perfect blend. So thank you for joining me today. And we'll see you next time, Heather. We'll see you next time, everybody. Have a great morning, great afternoon, wherever you are. See you next time. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. That's very on brand. Yeah. So, well, thank you. We'll see you next time. Have a great day. We'll see you.